Animal husbandry. How are animals useful to man? There are many animals which are useful to man. We use them as a source of food. The food from animals provides us with certain proteins which the plants are not capable of producing. The branch of agriculture which deals with the feeding, shelter, health and breeding of domestic animals is called animal husbandry. It is the scientific and systematic management of livestock. Animal husbandry practices include A. Proper feed and clean drinking water, B. Proper shelter, C. Proper methods for breeding, D. Prevention and cure of diseases. Cattle farming. Cattle farming in our country is practiced mainly A. For production of milk and B. Agricultural activities like ploughing the field, etc. Indian cattle mainly belong to two different species. They are Bos indicus or cows and Bos bubalis or buffaloes. Milk-producing females are termed as milch animals, whereas the males, which are used for farm labor, are referred to as draft animals. High-yielding breed of cattle are developed as they provide us with greater quantities of milk. The hybrid varieties of animals are high-yielding breeds with tremendous resistance to diseases. Approximately 5 to 6 liters of milk can be procured from an Indian cow per day. On the other hand, the new hybrid varieties yield nearly 10 to 12 liters of milk every day. The Lal Kandhari, Devani, Kilari and Dangi breeds of cows in Maharashtra have been selected for hybridization at the national level. Now, let us see the practices to be followed when you are breeding cattle. Domestic cattle should be provided with proper nutritive diets. The feeds must be rich in basic nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, and vitamins. The diet should also provide them with roughage, that is, fiber and enough quantity of water. Besides, they should also be supplied with certain feed additives rich in micronutrients. This would promote the health and increase the milk produce of the dairy animals. The shelter of the cattle, that is the cattle shed, should always be kept clean and dry. This helps in maintaining good health of the animals, which in turn helps in procuring high yield of milk. The cattle shed should also be roofed and well ventilated. These domesticated dairy animals suffer from a number of infectious diseases which can hamper milk production and sometimes prove to be fatal. The diseases of the cattle are caused mainly by microorganisms like bacteria, virus or fungi, or maybe sometimes due to the attack of parasites like some worms. Cattle are vaccinated against many major viral and bacterial diseases. Poultry farming. Eggs and meat of birds are a rich source of proteins and vitamins. Birds like fowl, chicken and ducks are reared for the purpose of eggs and meat. This is known as poultry farming. In a poultry farm, two varieties of birds are reared. One, layers for laying eggs, and second, broilers for meat. Hens which need less food and would lay more number of eggs are selected for breeding as layers. White Leghorn has the capacity of laying nearly 200 to 250 eggs annually and needs just 125 grams of nourishing feed every day. Hens which are reared for meat are given protein and vitamin-rich feeds to increase their weight, especially of their flesh. Foreign breed of hens, like Rhode Island, are reared in Indian poultry farm as broilers. Appropriate vaccination programs protect them from relevant diseases. Pisciculture. Another major source of food for mankind is fish. Rearing fish on a large scale is called fish farming or pisciculture. The place where fish are reared on a large scale is known as nursery or hatchery. The natural hatcheries are ponds, lakes, canals, etc., where the eggs of fish are introduced. Fast-growing varieties of fish are developed through crossbreeding. The crossbreeding is done by first studying the characteristic features of the fish and then selecting the ideal ones for crossbreeding. Culturing of fish or pisciculture is sometimes carried out in combination with a plant crop. We all know that a crop of paddy requires a lot of water which remains collected in the field. This water in the paddy field is used to rear fish. Fish caught from the sea, ocean, estuaries are called marine fish. They are caught by using fishing nets from special fishing boats or mechanized boats known as fishing trawlers. Beekeeping or apiculture. Honey bee is the insect which provides us honey, a nutritive food. Honey bees are commonly seen flying in the gardens, over the fields and in forests. They build their nests, called as hives, on tall trees and even on tall buildings. The technique of rearing honey bees at a commercial level for the production of honey is termed as apiculture. They are reared in rectangular containers called as apiaries. These containers have frames arranged inside them. Bees build hives on these frames. Compartments of the hive are known as honeycombs. Honey bees, especially the worker bees, collect nectar from flowers and convert them into honey. Another useful substance obtained from bees is the beeswax. It is a byproduct of bee activities. Beeswax is used in manufacturing candles and is also used in various medicinal preparations. In our country, farmers are encouraged to rear bees in such apiaries put in their fields. Khadi and Village Industries Commission and various agricultural universities help the farmers in setting up such apiaries. These organizations provide the farmers with necessary guidance and also help them financially. Since beekeeping needs low investments, farmers accept it as additional income generating source. The species of honey bees used in apiaries are Apis cerana or Indian bee, Apis dorsata or the rock bee, and Apis florae or the little bee. Honey is a nutritive food which is absorbed into the blood very easily. It is used as a medium for administering drugs, especially in the Ayurveda system of medicine.